can't tell you how excited I am to be here today. This is the High Pines RV Park near Kane, Pennsylvania. And we're also not very far from the Kinzu Skywalk. We've been here before. I did a video on this before. But the Knox Kane Trail Association has invited me back because they've completed another section of the trail. And they'd like me to video it. How cool is that? Let's see what they've done. Let's go for a ride. We stayed at the High Pines when we were up here before. I think I'll wait for the truck. We stayed at the High Pines before, and we chose it just because of its proximity to the trail. And I presume that they're talking about the new improvement is here. This was all railroad tie and dirt and grass. But let's see what we find today. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
look at this.
fabulous.
Nicely paved. This was all bumpy. I mean, it was kind of nice. But it was just all real bumpy dirt and stone and grass, and I think it took us a day and a half to go 4 miles. We'll have to ask her about...
Wait, stop and call her right now.
Well, when we pull up here, we'll have to ask her about, is this as far as it has been improved, or is it going to go on? I mean, how far has it been improved that way?
Right, right.
Oh, it's a little bit chilly.
Do you want to put your...
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll work up a sweat. We have been invited back here by the Knox Kane Trail Association, Carolyn Strube, and I told her I'd call when we left on our way. I haven't done that, so I'm gonna have to pull up over here. And I think I'm gonna wait for a patch of sun though.
Ooh, butterflies.
Lots of butterflies, your pretty purple plants.
Hot plant.
This is the time of year for them, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, I cannot tell you how happy I am to see that they have done this. This is fantastic.
Oh, this is really cool.
Nice job. Feels like it's got a good base to it. It's nice and packed tight. Great.
Last time we were here, I was recovering from my broken ankle. And while we were able to ride the bikes and climb out across the skywalk toward the museum, it's a cool little museum. I'm going to do that again. Hopefully do a better job this time. But we couldn't climb down underneath because I was recovering from a broken ankle and I knew I just couldn't do it. Today we climb. Usually we look for a piece of shade to stop. Now I'm looking for a piece of sun to stop. Pull right up here at the bend and give Carolyn a call. Okay, what did you just say about what this trail is?
Oh, this is a destination trail now.
Yes, it is.
This is awesome. When we were here before, this trail was, there was a trail in name only for riding bikes.
Well, from Lance Corner to Mount Jewett.
Right, right. Oh, from Mount Jewett on, it was...
From Mount Jewett over, the
right.
final 4 miles. I believe this section is only 4 miles.
I remember this barn. You know how I feel about big barns and big garages. That's gorgeous. So pretty. Oh, I want to compliment whoever worked on this trail. You did a fine job. It really is nice. I applaud your hard work. Oh, this is a little slice of heaven. So it was the Knox Kane Railroad that this was the line for?
We'll just have to find out all those answers when we get there.
Alrighty. I'm assuming coal.
I didn't do any research. I figured they could fill us in on that when we get there. I know the last time we were on that bridge, the trail leads right to the bridge. What was the bridge, now the skywalk. We're right next to the ATV trail. Nice all-purpose trail. In the winter they do the cross-country skiers. There goes the ATV path. Oh, there's one there. Lots of ATVing. I want my ATV.
Oh, everything is so pretty. Just a great job on this. I am able to look at everything that I missed the first time through here. I'm pretty sure that we're going twice as fast as, and we're just going very slow and easy just to enjoy everything. Oh, just look how beautiful.
Oil and gas, the fuel of America. National Fuel Gas Company is a diversified energy company headquartered in Williamsville, New York. It's kind of a commercial. National Fuel Gas funded this sign along with some Knox Kane trailhead and parking lot improvements at Mount Jewett.
Awesome.
National Fuel Gas is committed to the community as an energy company that develops and operates oil and natural gas wells in Pennsylvania, California, and Texas. So, all right. Yeah, I'll extend your commercial if you're funding the trail. Thank you, National Oil. Thank you, Joshua Hall, Eagle Scout Program. Thanks, Joshua.
And thank you to whomever came here and cut up this tree that fell across this trail. You did a great job. It's a heck of a big tree. That took a lot of work.
Mile 69. I'll need to find out where we are 69 miles from.
Oh, this is that lovely place that they had last time.
Isn't it? The bench looks to be different though. They put in a more fortified bench.
Yes, they did.
Bench, I believe.
But it looks so nice.
The gentleman up ahead of us in the orange is Ron Kime, and we just stopped and talked with him. He's a big part of the Knox Kane Rail Association, and he just filled us in on a lot of details, and my memory is not worth anything, so you take it from there.
All right, well, we had the fantastic subbase of the railroad was, of course, still here. So what they did, they had a grader and a dozer that was owned and operated, I'm assuming, by someone on the station. They put this in a little over 2 weeks. Now you got to remember that heavy equipment takes a lot of oil and gas. Takes
2 weeks? I thought he said 4.
4 weeks? Okay. It takes a lot of experience to be able to do that.
Hey, I'm going to interrupt you here. This is the new trailhead that he mentioned. This was not here last time. Nice little pavilion there.
Nice bed.
Interpretive sign. And they still have the heavy equipment.
But then they had a roller that not only just rolls it, but it shakes it, rolls it. This is packed so tight, this is going to be perfect for years and years and years. But I don't know where we're supposed to meet that person.
Mount Jewett. She said that should be about half an hour. I didn't know we were going to get interviewed.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming this is Mount Jewett, though.
There's your porta potty. Oh, you got to use it?
Yep.
All right. In 1881, the name Mount Jewett was chosen by General Kane in order to entice Hugh Judge Jewett, the president of the Erie Railroad, to invest in the development of the local railroads. I believe so. Wow, I was just interviewed. I've never been interviewed before. The reporter from the Kane Republic for a while. That was fun. That was fun. But while we were standing there talking, my one battery died on me. My one camera battery died. So the whole rest of this trip's got to be on one camera. Sasquatch on the bridge. And that's it ahead. Good morning.
All right. What did I say though?
Tell us about your trail.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys came out to ride the trail today. It's a beautiful day and it's nice meeting you. and I'm glad that you really enjoyed it. We're proud of our trail and all the hard work that went into it, and I guess that's why we got Trail of the Year for 2023. And so come back again, ride more trails.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Perfect.
Carolyn Stroop. Kinzu Bridge State Park spanning history. When constructed in 1882, Kinzu Viaduct was the highest railroad bridge in the world, an engineering marvel built to access local coal, timber, and oil. The iron viaduct stood 301 feet high and spanned 2,053 feet. In 1900, workers rebuilt the bridge to accommodate heavier trains. They replaced the wrought iron structure with steel, with the notable exception of the original iron anchor bolts. On Monday, July 21st, 2003, an F1 tornado with wind speeds between 71 and 112 miles per hour struck the side of the Kinzu Viaduct. The iron anchor bolts failed, and the tornado tore 11 of the viaduct's 20 towers from their base. One man, many hats. Abolitionist, attorney, advocate for women's rights, trusted friend of Brigham Young. As president of the New York, Lake Erie, and Western Coal and Railroad, Kane led the charge to build a shortcut through north central Pennsylvania. With his wife Elizabeth at his side, Kane lived just long enough to see his final vision realized.
Too long to go around, too steep to travel down. But armed with ingenuity, we engineered the tallest and longest viaduct anyone had ever seen. Crossing Kinzu Creek here helped Pennsylvania prosper like never before.
Cowboys in the Sky, dangling daredevils, built the viaduct in just 94 days.
Kind of makes me want to dust it.
I love the way this little museum is curated. Really interesting designs. Little train car.
To the power of natural forces and a spectacular feat of engineering.
Just little displays here. See if I can get a shot of that. Bring it around. Pick the animal that you like. Back, pull the lever, and that's a bobcat. I think this is one of the ones I like most. The myths and legends.
At that time, I could see that half of the structure.
Apparently many legends of Bigfoot in this area. $60,000 in gold coins.
Are you here? And next thing I hear, over here. There he was. I got in there where the maintenance shed used to be. I was standing out at the corner of my house.
Flew the plane through. Okay, we're going to back up. Alright, and then I'm going to come in on it. And go ahead, flip it.
Dad.
Kinzu Skywalk, a remnant of the world-renowned viaduct.
You're crazy, man.
Am I going to fall through that little slot there?
No, it's crazy.
I have no idea if I have it in frame or not.
So that's why I don't know the answer to your question. And since I've been working here, you know, I haven't had, well, there are certain times when things are still quiet and you can hear a train whistle. So I don't know really what to tell you.
Oh, the love.
Hey, you know what?
You did it.
Hey, if I can stand here, you stand here.
Oh, my God. Sit your camera on to get it right through.
Look at that.
Perfect.
There's a post. Put it there. I can be on video.
Hey, we're on video.
Off on a little side thing here. I don't know if this is a well or actually part of the bridge that blew all the way over here. That looks like it's on railroad ties. Those are railroad ties over there. Look at all that. When we came here 2 years ago and I was recovering from my broken ankle, I couldn't make it down here. I'm down here today. Okay, let's sum up some things we learned today. Ron Klein told us this original section here was what, 1.3 million?
Yes.
And the other 4-mile section that they did was like 200,000?
220,000.
220,000 because they did a lot of work themselves. And then Teresa, the nice lady that interviewed us, said that Ron was out here with a broken arm working a shovel.
Yes. God bless him. That man got things done.
He talked about the equipment that they brought in and how they graded it. They did so much work themselves. They had to bring in, he said this is sandstone country. So they had to truck in limestone from State College.
43,000 tons, 4,300 tons, or 43,000? 43,000 or 4,300?
I don't know. A lot.
A lot of tons. I'm guessing 4,300 tons. 43,000. Somebody speak up and say something so we get it right.
Yeah. Would also probably help your knees if you knocked you down a gear too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Teresa's the one that told us about Ron doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Ron told us a lot of things that, you know, if I could remember things, I wouldn't be making videos.
Ron told us about the prisoners who worked here from the Marionville prisoner, from the prison. You just have to remember, those men worked hard on this. And I'm going to choose to be thankful for their choice to do it. So, thank you.
They are here on a work program and supervised. It's not like they're going to come back here and hang out. And then Carolyn told us a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's just so much information.
Oh.
This was just the best day. You know, I'm really impressed with everything that they did, especially, you know, with this trail, with the Kinzu Skywalk, with the amazing museum. This is definitely worth a trip to northern Pennsylvania. There's just so many things to do, so many interesting facts to learn, and it's worth a trip.
Now the plan from here, as Carolyn was talking about, is there is a section in Kane that is a few miles long, but it is not connected from Lance Corners on. I guess that's the next phase, but they want to connect from Kane all the way down to Marionville and hook up with the Clarion 66 trail. I'm not going to stop and read it, but there's another one. Trees to market at the 71.5 mile marker. Wow, you got to go over the train tracks and across. I would love to have a property like this. I mean, not just because it's big and gorgeous and beautiful, just access like that. You got to cross the trail, for crying out loud, just to get home. Just to be able to get to the trail that quick and go for a ride. I would like to be able to do that. Or, you know, being big and beautiful and cute, that helps. Sand and natural gas for glass. Shale and fire clay for brick. Prohibition and the Great Depression hit the local glass industry hard, and many factories closed down by 1930. Wow, what a great trail. I am so glad that Carolyn Stroop invited us up here for this section of the trail. There's a campground just right over there. I'm going to cross the street and do a little exploring over here on this unfinished part. Ah, yes. I'm not going far, don't worry. That will be the section to Kane. I hope they invite us back when this is done.
It sure would be nice if it went through.
It would be. We're good.
There you go.
Well, you gotta ride with the traffic, sweetheart. We're good. Yeah, come on over. Come on in, the water's fine. Watch out! We're back to the campground.
Let's turn it around.
We can do that. Holy cow, that was fun. What a great trail. What a great job they did on that trail. Thanks to Carolyn for inviting us, and Teresa for talking to us, even though she didn't want to be on camera. And even for Ron Klein for filling us in on some information. What an enjoyable trail. It is a destination trail. It's about 8 miles, so it's a good beginner trail if you're not used to doing a lot of riding. And if even 8 miles is too much, you could start at Mount Jewett, and that's only 4 miles. And you can get there and you can explore the museum. I love that museum. It's so nicely curated. I don't know, I'm just babbling at this point. It was a great day. What a fun day. Mo day. GoPro, stop.